Hi! Welcome in, everybody! It's the first time on the new channel. Hi! Hello, Hi, Shy! I hope I'm saying that right, Shycore. Hi, welcome, Hardy. Hi! Miles! Today we're working on some Miles art. I swear I won't do anything crazy with you. Nothing bad. Just maybe a little bit fun. Toki, Wesso, you're correct. You saw I can't believe you saw my starting live stream. The first one technically that I did on my channel, even though I didn't go live. Cool, I wanted to be sure. Yes, this is gonna be the new place we call home. I know that Twitch is making a lot of new changes, and I know that YouTube is making some changes geared towards some, live streaming. So I'm trying to hop on the wave a little bit early and see where it goes. I'm really excited for all the new changes. Sometimes you just need a breath of fresh air, and I think that's what YouTube will give me. I feel like I've been a little bit stagnant and not as motivated on Twitch as of lately, and I don't know exactly why, but I feel really good about switching over to YouTube. Westwood Alert King! For real! That is a true king right there, and we stand a true king. Miri's YouTube gang now. I am. Tasty art. You can have a bite. I'll let you have a little. Don't forget to like the videos to boost her in the algorithm. Oh my god. I feel really weird to be like that person that's like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. Drawing while seeing a drawing live stream is the best thing in life. Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite things to do. Honestly, before I got into VTubing, it was my favorite thing to watch other people who do art. I watched a lot of Colleen. I liked watching VTubers who did art. And watching them do art made me feel like it was like having a friend or a party. You're such a YouTuber. I'll give you all the choose. Except for Toki. Toki, you have to work a little harder if you want that. But Toki was really sweet. Toki actually helped me set up a little bit before stream because I'm not used to doing YouTube streams, so I'm not really sure what goes on with YouTube, like what is different with setting up. I feel like that's the thing that Twitch does really well with, which is like setting up stream is super easy. All I had to do is hit go live, whereas on YouTube there's stuff like thumbnails and I don't know what else, but it's just a lot more involved. So I think that it's gonna help me get off my ass and try something different, you know? Wait, isn't cursing not allowed on YouTube? Did I just ratio myself in the algorithm? I think I like Twitch culture too much, to be honest, but I definitely want to do stuff on YouTube side too. I think that's fair and valid though. I think that Twitch is still like the paramount place to go for interactivity, especially with streamers. I like the idea of working with your community and having a lot of like integrated games. So I do think that eventually I'll still host some games. I'll still host some games on Twitch. I really can't abandon the community completely, and it is where I got my first start. If you guys didn't know, for a long time, my government name on Twitch was always VTuber Miri. And so I started there as a streamer. So I really feel like I can't abandon my roots. I will probably go back at some point. Just I want to try something a little different. I've gotten into playing Naraka Blade Point. I heard Naraka is good. Is that different than, what's that other game? It's like an S name. Not Shinzo, not Psycho, not, what was it? Say. I know that Toki likes that game. I forget what it's called, but I feel like it's probably completely different. I'm embracing that YouTuber lifestyle. I need to collect myself here, and I want to clean up the hair a little bit. I always do a little bit of cleanup here. I think my favorite part is the eyes, but it just looks really soulless until I start drawing the color. So right now it's just like no eyes. That's why we have starting screens. Wait, why? You can curse, it's fine. I don't like games, what you mean? Wait, what was that? Don't you like that one game? It's like a Japanese game. It starts with an S. Sekiro. I think that's the name. I haven't played Sekiro though. There's so many games I want to play. I actually just got a new game because I feel very like I need to have something happening at all times. Am I the only one that feels that way? I think that's why I have... I really feel like I have some form of ADHD that's like undiagnosed. I have a lot of focus problems, so I like things that kind of ground my focus into one activity, like Where's Waldo type games. I found one on Steam today, and it's called something with cats. Not cats organized neatly. It's a different type of game. I've never played Sekiro in my life, but Narak is actually like that. It is! Oh, okay. So it is kind of similar. I thought you did play Sekiro, though. Weren't you telling me that you really liked that game, or that it's a really good game or something? I like playing with these weird shapes, too. There's a artist that I've been really into, Ask. They do a lot of Arknights. I recommend you Bloodborne. That's another game I got recommended recently, but is that the game about vampires? I can't remember. I know there's Vampire Survivor and Vampire Hunter something, but there's another game, isn't it? What? I would raise to play Bloodborne sometime. It's not horror though, right? I have to say I'm the worst with horror, but I love watching people play. I don't know if that's like an M thing to say or to do, but something about watching other people suffer instead of yourself makes it so much easier. Your Alzheimer's are acting up again? No! I'm not that old yet! I'm not that old yet. I still have some life left in me, trust. Clean this up here. If it is your first time here though, welcome, welcome. It is a pleasure to have you. My name is Miri and I'm a weather dragon, and I hope to bring a smile on your rainiest days. This is my first stream back from a long vacation. If you guys didn't know, I was on hiatus for about almost a month now. I had a stream a month ago, and I believe it was a tarot stream. Definitely something to say. Bear, don't out me like this. I thought we were cool. It's been about a month. I went on vacation, and that was planned, but after I came back, I suppose part of me was still in vacation mode, but also setting up for YouTube is very different than setting up for Twitch. I've really found that I enjoyed the process of making thumbnails, so I've been making a lot of thumbnails in preparation. But along with a couple other things I'm planning behind the scenes, it became a lot more tedious than I thought to switch over. I thought it would be as simple as just switching the stream key and going live, but there's a lot more that goes into it than I thought. I had to look up a couple of videos even, and I felt like I was living my old days back in like, how to say, I felt like you guys are like the millennials and the new people who, like the Zoomers who know how to use TikTok, and they're like, look at this cool new Vine. What? Vines aren't the cool thing? No, it's TikTok. I feel like I'm like that person who's still lagging behind, like a grandma being like, what's the cool new thing you whippersnappers say? It's from the saga Souls. Already did the first finale. Wait, Souls? Like Dark Souls? I think Bloodborne would kill me. There's a lot of things that could kill me. Easy. M for Miri thing to say that? Is that what my name means to you? Man. I think that... I don't know. I think that if it comes down to it, I personally just enjoy things that make me work for it. It's like when you have a dog, you know? And I do have a dog, but he's relatively affectionate. When you have a dog who's been hurt... You're killing me? Wait, what? Why am I killing you? I'm not even in game with you. How am I killing you? What are you talking about? When I'm thinking of like a dog that hasn't like known life yet, it's the dog that's like very wary of you. That's like how I picture it. I picture that it feels so rewarding when you have a dog that takes time to warm up to you. And when you're the first one that it lets into its heart and you get that nice like pet on him, you know that everything is okay and you can tell him everything is okay and your heart melts, and that's me. I love that kind of interaction. I like things that you work for. You're killing me with how old you're being. That means you're gonna die before me. Doesn't that make you older than me? You're aging. You old man, ye old tavern old man, army harv me bargain. Hi Drake! Hello, welcome. Dark Souls got my life to worse and better. Honestly, that sounds accurate. It reminds me of when a lot of people got into Elden Ring. I feel like there were tons of people that I haven't seen in ages after that game came out. Like, they may be in the darkest depths of their basement. I still haven't seen them. They probably smell like feet, but in the best way possible. Some people are really into that smell. I'm not saying anything bad about smelling like feet, you know? I'm just saying, it's been a while. I miss you guys. Don't leave me. Wow, I'm excited for this comm. I'm glad! So if you guys didn't know, this is a comm for Miles in chat, and I am very excited to work with this design. Miles is actually someone I've known for a long time in the community too. It was like, it's been a full year now, actually, more than a year. So it's really crazy to come full circle. It used to be that I couldn't do commissions, partially because of anxiety, and honestly, that still rings true. But the other part was because of just art takes me so long to finish and accomplish that it didn't feel very time worthy to do commissions. But now that I'm having a lot more fun with doing art, I found that it's really doing a lot better. Like, my art has been getting and developing with each commission, and I feel a lot happier. Especially when you see people's face when you pass them their commission and you see what they say about it, like if they really like it, like their reaction is the most... I'm such a praise kink person. I love hearing people say, I love this so much, this is what's great about it, I would totally do this again, you know? It's the best high I can tell you ever for someone who feels so much from just being told, ah, yes, you did so good, you know? That's like the best feeling. How's YouTube treating me? YouTube's doing great! I honestly was really scared because moving platforms was a big decision for me. I've been working a year to try to hit 1K on Twitch, and I finally hit it. So to go start over, essentially, I was really scared that I would start with nothing and be talking to a void, which I'm used to kind of talking just straight up without any interaction per se. You can't keep saying it's a kink. It's a thing! That's what you call it! It's a praise kink! It doesn't have to be smegsy. It's like non-smegsy praise kink. What? Why does it have to be classified as a kink? It's just it's like, isn't it just that it feels good and you just... Is that not what it's used for? Do you not use that for that? If it feels good, isn't it just a kink? No? Yes? I'm confused. Is that not true? I don't know. I just always was used to things that makes people feel good as a kink, and I have heard it used non-sexually, sexuality. So I didn't know there was a... Does it have to be smegsy? Will Susan be mad if I say that? What's happening? Oh, don't worry. We're doing smegsy art for under your art tag. Wait, what's your art tag again? When I post this, I should put this under your art tag. Well, let's see. I need to get this part. I haven't drawn fedoras before. When I was a kid, though, I used to be really into fedoras. It was like, I know that there's a meme with tipping your fedora, but I actually thought they looked really cool. I don't know why, but I remember being in middle school and I was part of orchestra class because I was a real band nerd. I wasn't even like the real band nerd. I was the fake band nerd because they had band and we all knew that the orchestra kids were kind of like discount band nerds. So when I was in orchestra class, we did actually have people who did Secret Santas. We didn't all do Secret Santa, but I wanted to participate. And when we did a Secret Santa, we were able to write down stuff that we wanted. And I wasn't really sure what to ask for. So the only thing I wrote was like, in true weeb fashion, I wrote either an anime or manga CD, like a CD or book, or a fedora. And lo and behold, I got a fedora. It was the most happy I had been in a while, because I don't get along with a lot of kids at my school, mostly just because, like, they tended to be white prep. I'm sure that person was just like, what the fuck kind of request is this that they want a fedora? Because it was very, like, I'm sure they knew who it was that asked for the fedora. But I wore that fedora to school so many times. Miles sketch? Okay, Miri was a milady kid. Yes, you know me. I was trying to woo the girls ever since I came out the... What? Came fresh from school. Oi. Let's get this here. I may have been a fedora kid, but I do think fedoras are still styling. It takes a special kind of person to wear a fedora. Like, this is definitely like old school fashion, but I still think it looks good on the right people. The problem is that it's been memed on so hard that I don't know if anyone can wear it without someone saying the meme. Okay, let's wipe off some of the hair. Bulge. What? Wait, what? I can woo a girl with a fedora on. It reminds me of, like, have you ever watched Memoirs of a Geisha? Memoirs of a Geisha had, like, that one scene, and I remember it very clearly, because all the girls at my school who watched Memoirs of a Geisha would be, like, trying to... They would try to flirt the way that Memoirs of a Geisha did. They all wanted to be like the main character where just one look and suddenly the guys were all falling for you. They wanted to be that type of person, which is kind of cringe now that you think about it, but there's still tons of people who want to feel that way. And that's fine. Like, I would love to be that kind of attractive lady, hello? But there was like... That's like the same thing, is it not? Like tips my fedora type of idea, but instead it's like the girl looking up and suddenly like the guy trips over his cart. I want to elicit that kind of reaction, but in artistic form. Can I woo, like, does Miles like this woo you? Do you feel wooed? It's got the smirk on. I feel like it's kind of funny because I don't think I'm very, like, sexy. If anything, I think I'm, like, I guess pretty is the word? Is it cute? I can pretend to be sexy, but I think that this is one of those pictures that I'm like, how do I draw a sexy vibe? I don't know anything about being sexy. Oi. I think when it comes to, like, stuff that you're not used to, like commissions or art pieces that you're working on where you're not really familiar with the vibe, that's when I pull out, like, a ton of references. So I do have a few references. I do listen to songs that have kind of a similar vibe to kind of get in the mood. And it's not this music that I'm listening to now, because right now it's playing Video Game Lounge. They make some of my best, like, my favorites chill hop type of music for when I'm drawing for long hours. But it's like it's not, this is like a jazzy type of sexy. I would have to listen to like that era to get in the mood. Look at him. I think we could, I'm thinking about if I want to do flat art, because originally I was only gonna do the line art stage. Because I know, contrary to Twitch, YouTube tends to be more favorable of shorter streams. Is that right? I might be wrong, but I think that YouTube has a preference towards shorter streams. I've only ever seen people really do like 2 to 3 hours max, and at least 1 hour. But from what I see, it seems that YouTube prefers shorter, like like I said, 1 to 3 hour streams. That might actually work out better for my schedule though too, because if I'm only streaming, and this is kind of the trouble that I found, because I know that Twitch prefers people who stream long hours, and that's kind of what led me to a little bit of burnout, I think. Because I can stream long hours, but I would rather do 2 streams broken up throughout the day that are like 3 hours each than do one straight 3 hour, like 6 hour stream, I mean. There's something about having time to yourself so that you can actually take a break without feeling like you're making people wait. I think that that works out better in the long run. So I don't know. I don't like to keep people waiting, and I feel like every time I take a break for like eating food or doing something for my doggo, I feel really bad because it feels like I'm neglecting. It's the same idea as like when you're in call with someone or you're talking to someone and suddenly you're like, and I gotta go. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. It feels like they're not listening. I don't know if that's the right way to take it. But I feel really bad. I feel rude. So I get to spend more time with you guys this way. Wow. I'm not sure about shorter streams being more popular, but I do think when it comes to VODs, more digestible shorter ones are favored. That's true too. Maybe in the future I can be able to afford someone to clip for the channel too. E was so high! Yes, I think... I'm trying to think of some short form content too, other than like shorts, like TikToks and things like that, because I do have some TikToks prepared, so I'll be posting TikToks soon in the future. I think I'm gonna get a rose brush for this one and make this easier on myself. So I will make some TikToks, just trying to figure out something that'll work. Hearts, I love you guys too. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. Like I said, I've been kind of lost in my content for a while now, so it's just kind of nice to start over again. I don't want to think too hard about my content anymore because I think that's what got me stuck in the first place. I want to make sure that I'm bringing you guys a little bit more consistency. There we go. I like that. We have our rose here. Wait, is that his fedora? Wait. Did I just tip his fedora off? Oh, his fedora does come off now. Oops. Does that mean I gotta download TikTok then? I mean, I've always had TikTok. If you want some bonus content, I plan to put some bonus content there starting in August, so something special is coming. Other than that, if you want some more Miri content, TikTok is probably gonna be the easiest way, but if you are patient, if you are patient enough to wait, I do plan to post those TikToks eventually onto YouTube, so that you guys also get some consistent content here too. Trust me, I'm not the biggest fan of TikTok, only because I'm not the best at using it. But I do have a lot of fun with creating stuff on TikTok. What tablet am I using for drawing? I'm currently using a Wacom tablet. This is the Intuos Pro Medium. I find it's like the perfect size for my desk space because I don't have a lot of desk space. So it's the easiest for maneuvering around while still having space for like my microphone or for my keyboard. I don't use the hotkeys on the side, but if you are able to utilize those, I do think that it's like the easiest thing to use. Love you, Mili. Be with you all the way. Oh, Drake, thank you! Thank you, thank you! I'm trying to think what else do I use for art stuff. I think for art stuff, I keep things relatively simple. Blah, blah, blah. I use mostly the asset store. So if you see anything that like the rose brush that I use, those are usually from the asset store. I also, what's it? Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to think. I'm using the G Pen right now. A lot of my friends hate the G Pen, but I've seen a lot of people use G Pen for line arting. And I found that it's for me the easiest to work with line weight. Although I think this is where I struggle a lot. With line weight, this is one of the things I'll have to get better at the more that I draw. I don't have a lot of variation in line weight, and if you guys don't know what line weight means, it's mostly like how thick the line is in certain areas. So for example, if the light is hitting here on the cheekbone, you would want a thinner cheek. So something like this, like a thinner line. But if you're going for something that's more in the shadows or something that's at a cross section, you want thicker lines there. So like right here where the line hits. It's just a good way to manipulate shadows and really force how things like, how the lighting hits. What if you do a setup looking thing right now? I've seen people doing it. You mean like seeing what it looks like for like a hand cam? I usually do those for, I do tarot reading. So if you like tarot reading, I usually do one monthly, and I always do like a hand cam for that. If you guys do want to see this though, I could definitely do that. if you want to see the hand cam for while I'm drawing. But I feel like it's really boring because all you see is my hand scraping across this the tablet. I don't know if it adds anything for you guys, but if it does, then I can definitely do that. Wow. It's really cool seeing an artist's work. I feel very loosely like an artist. I'm really happy though that you're liking seeing the work process, workflow. I really should have just recorded this whole process because I thought about making this my first time-lapse video, but I got really nervous at the idea that someone could watch me for my full process. I did start with using a 3D model, so if you are struggling with poses, for example, that's the best way I found for working with a you can kind of see it here, for working with like more dynamic poses. Let me see if I can take off the sketch. Yeah, so this was the original pose that I had. I did adjust because what I wanted the vibe to be was more sexy. So I wanted it to look like the body was turning, but that he's like crooning into the mic, and that his finger was kind of grasping hold of the mic here. That's kind of like the vibe I was going for. We went for like a nice guy type of smile at first, but then I changed it up by making it a little bit more sexy and a little more devious, so to speak. But it still keeps the general vibe of the picture. Yeah. What? Let's get this one here. I was really excited because the line art process for this I knew was going to be relatively quick too. I think the process that's most exciting for me, because the line art process takes a while, so for me this is like the most lengthy part of the process. The part that I like the best is the shading. When we get to the shading, the coloring, that's when the art piece really tends to come alive. There we go. And we'll put this here. And afterwards we'll merge everything together. Actually, let me go ahead and merge some of these down, because we're pretty solid on these so far. And we'll be able to see it soon without any of the other excess parts. My process flow, if you're thinking for what I do, is usually if I use a 3D model, that goes first. And then afterwards, I do a sketch layer. That's kind of what you see here. And then it becomes line art, which you're seeing here. Flats, shading, and highlight. This is like my rough process here. As someone who only wait, what? As someone like finger painting? I can't imagine pen pressure. Did I read that right? If you're someone who does finger painting and stuff like that, it's kind of the same idea though. Like how hard you press with your finger sometimes means that you have like a wider radius, right? Like pressing flat with the palm of your hand gets you more paint on the canvas, right? Versus like if you just lightly tap, then maybe you only get like the tips of your finger on the canvas. It's kind of the same idea there. I can't believe you made me say some such stuff, Fior. How could you? I feel like I've been betrayed. On my Christian live stream. No, I'm just kidding. On my Christian live stream, Yor. How dare. I didn't even think about it. I need to think before I read sometimes. I'm very bad at that because I'm very like impulsive. Oogie. I'm very like, I don't think before I act. Everything just happens as I think. The mystery of pen pressure, for real. There absolutely needs to be a quote thing for this channel. What? No. I don't say anything memorable. I don't say sussy stuff. That is for the Twitch side of stuff. I've left that side of me behind. I'm a different person now. I've changed. Please, I've changed. Wait. Skip that down. Ooh, perfect. Sexy wrinkles. The only time wrinkles for me are super sexy. Actually, no. You know what? I like characters that have like a lot of depth, like a lot of face, I don't want to say deformities, that's not it. Like face differences. I had a friend in high school, Miri Say So arc. I've always been in my Say So arc. What are you talking about? I had a friend in high school, and she was the one who taught me initially how to do art. But when I was doing art with her, she never liked teaching me how to do art because the people that she liked drawing the most are elderly, scarred, like battle-worn men. That was her favorite thing to draw because she liked drawing things with detail. She's like, the problem with ikemen and like really pretty girls was that bishojos were that they don't really have anything to add to the picture. Like there's no face wrinkles, there's no like, it's very like symmetrical and things like that. She liked, that was like her type too. She loved the characters that had a lot of scars. She loved like, there was a older character in Vampire Knight as well as Noblesse. I remember her reading those comics and she loved the older like evil characters because they always had a lot more intricacy with what they had on their faces and stuff. I was like, I like making things easy for myself. I don't know about you, girl. Wait, I like pretty. But honestly, I kind of get that idea too. Sometimes, I think that's the same thing as me with like, when I say I like a challenge in people sometimes, it's kind of the same idea, but with art. She just likes to be challenged with art. She ended up going to an art school, so it is one of those things she's super passionate about. But I haven't seen her since then. The last time I talked to her, she told me a story about how she lived in a place where she got mugged by an old lady on the bus. Who was like asking for her purse. She's like, give me money. And the bus driver had to kick the old lady out because she kept like trying to take my friend's purse. I love pretty women who have scars, monster girls, android girls, anti-heroes, villains. You know what I like? I like muscle mommies too. I like the mommies who have like they have like a slight scar on like their thigh, hip, or like their side of the stomach, and they got like muscles. They got the muscles, especially if they're like slightly tanned and stuff like that. Like, ooh. There's some really good characters out there too that have something similar. Man, I'm bad at hands. I need more tips for drawing hands, honestly, because this is the part that I struggle with the most when I draw. Wait. Well, tell me about your OC, Shy. I can't believe it. My brain. I used to make a bunch of OCs. That's, I think, what makes it really difficult when you're deciding your VTuber character, though. Because it's like, I struggle a lot with idea of originality or things like feeling like I'm scared if my character is similar to someone else, so I spend forever trying to pick out a character. Like, my first idea when coming up with a VTuber was to be a Gumiho. I wanted to be a nine-tailed fox, just like the Korean legend, because I wanted something Korean themed. I ended up settling for a dragon, because after I did some digging, not even like a deep dive, after I looked on Twitter, I was like, oh shoot, there's a lot of Gumihos here. There's a lot of foxes. And there's nothing wrong with being a fox. It was just one of those like artist block things that I was like, I have to be different. And I'm sure you could do Gumihos and foxes and still be different. There's so many different kinds of nuances now. Kazu, hi! Hi, Kazu! It's been a while. How are you? I hope you've been well. Thank you for dropping by my YouTube stream. I was worried that nobody would show up because it's been like so long, and plus moving over to YouTube, I was like, nobody's gonna know I'm even online. Oui. My OC is a kitsune. I don't know. Wait, what kind of kitsune? Tell me about her though. Because like I said, there's a lot of nuances to characters. So even if I did eventually decide on a Gumiho, I think it would have been fine. I was just kind of being like, I wanted to be angsty and all by myself and original, quote unquote. Just wanted to say hi. It's always good to see you. Hello. It's always good. I'm glad that you dropped by to say hi. It's been a hot second, and I've been kind of reclusive as of lately, so it is really nice when people don't forget me because I've been so bad. Do you guys ever get like burnout in a sense where even with people that you're really comfortable with, you just don't say anything for ages? Not because you dislike them or because you hate them, which is something I'm always afraid of after like long periods of silence, but it's really just because you need time to yourself. Without knowing that you needed time for yourself. Oops. Wait. Icy tan strong, my baby girl. I love that! I know that feeling though on YouTube. Yeah! Similarity in character designs are inevitable. It's the you behind the character that makes them unique. And let's be honest, you're always going to supply a lot of uniqueness to any character. I agree. I think that's why I have a problem with like a lot of people who compare too many people together. I'm honestly guilty of this too. And it's partially because of like, from a design perspective, I'm always looking for things that kind of inspire me. But I can see certain trends, like especially when Genshin came out, I saw a lot of MiHoYo themed, Genshin Impact themed characters. But that's not bad, and it's adding, like you said, your own personal flavor. People make things different. It's the person, like you said, behind that makes characters come to life, and I'm really excited to see that. I think one of my favorite things on the platform is debuts, precisely because I get to experience a new flavor in the content creation sphere. And I'm surprised by how many things I can still be like, that's different, you know? I'm hoping that I'll be able to provide something like that for you guys soon in the near future as well. What? Let's go. I really like this so far. I need to figure out gloves though. It's not bad though. I might revisit the fingers in a moment. Jazzy fingers. I think I posted her image on your raffle if you were asking for ref too. I can't wait to see. My OC is a Genshin fanfic. I'm not calling you out, I swear. I promise. It's not even like a bad thing. I just feel bad because some people... I remember one of the friends that I made in the community, it was a while back, so I honestly can't remember because I know they've changed their design. They had a image that like looked a lot like Xiao, and so they got a lot of hate for it, and I understand like people not wanting a direct copy, but there was nothing they could do because their artists kind of like went for it and made it like Xiao. I gotta finish getting for work. Have fun with the art. Thank you so much, Kazu. Have a good day at work. Thank you for dropping by. It means a lot, and I hope to see you later. Bye bye. But I think originality, quote unquote, is very difficult to find in this sphere. Like, I think people should just do what they feel like makes them happiest, you know? Do things that make you happy, because if you are happy with the end result, you know, I think that's the most important person you need to satisfy. That's why I went through so many changes. I actually changed my design within 3 months of VTubing. And it was still a dragon girl, but I ended up changing the style. And I drew both my models. This model is something that I drew myself. The design style I love the most is the wuxia style of clothes and fashion. See, I don't know anything about fashion. What is the wuxia style? Tell me. Flowy and beautiful and elegant. Oh, kind of like, it's probably because I've been watching Pokemon videos, but there was a Pokemon video that I watched where they made characters based off of Chinese influence. And it was like Chongha. It's like the show Over the Moon on Netflix, but something like that. Like very flowy. I love that idea. I feel like flowy styles are really nice for movement, so I think flowy styles would look amazing in like Vroid or 3D models, because they got all the flowy movement, so when you turn and stuff, you have a lot of pieces that can move. Ooh. It gives me ideas for the future. Unless you're aiming to make it full-time work, just do what you want to do and you'll get people who want to come along for the ride because of it. That's what it's... I'm learning this so hard right now because I was really hard on myself especially when I first started. There was a time when I could spend 6 days in a week streaming and it was fun, but the moment that I started making it more like a job, especially since it's still early in my career, quote unquote, as a VTuber, I think that's when I started to decline a bit because I made it too much like a job instead of just like still having fun with it. I think at this point, I'm really content with, even if it's not a job per se, just having fun and having people for the ride. I really need to just be okay and be happy with that because it'll come with time. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. And I am making some changes and working towards that. So, there's so many things I wish I could just tell you right now. That feeling when you're the worst at keeping a secret, but you were trying so hard because you don't want to spoil the surprise. You don't want to be that person at the party. You don't want to be, it's like shoving anime spoilers. Don't be that guy, but with VTubers. I'm literally gonna be that guy for myself. I don't want to be that guy for myself. I'm trying so hard. And I haven't been very good at it, but I'm still gonna try so hard because I want you guys to experience when you have your new model, especially if you're not the one who drew it, or actually no, even if you're the one who drew it, when you share that first experience of opening and seeing what everything looks like for the first time, I want to give you that feeling of elation when you see it. So if that's not a hint, I don't know what is. There we go. I am gonna be doing some big changes soon though. I don't know how it'll affect the channel just yet, but part of why I've been gone for a bit is because I've been kind of stressed with moving. I was told by my landlord that I have to move within a certain time frame. So I have to move by September, which happens to fall in line with another big event that I'm planning, which probably isn't a surprise. It's my birthday! September 9th is my birthday. So I'm trying to get everything done by then. But because it is very close to the deadline for when I have to move, I've been really stressed trying to find places to move into. So last week I took some time off so that I could catch up on commissions because this is kind of what's been sustaining me for being able to move out. I had some unexpected expenses and overall I've been looking at places to move almost every day. So until I find a new gamer house for us all to shack up in, it's gonna be a little sporadic these next couple months. I can feel it with streaming. I'm gonna try my best to be consistent, but it's because of this that I've been a little bit out of it lately, so I'm sorry it's been a while. I do really miss you guys, and I think about you guys a lot. I've actually mentioned this a few times to friends offline, that it's something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I do think about you guys constantly because I'm like, oh, I wonder if they'll even wait for me anymore. There's a reality for me that, like, I know some people will come back, but some people I'll have to earn them back, so to speak. That's just kind of like the reality of streaming. When you take breaks, it's good to take breaks for your own mental, but understanding that when you come back, sometimes you have to work your way up with consistency again, especially with the platforms. Here's a September 3rd, we're almost twins! Virgo twins. Oh my goodness. So then we get to share a cake together. It would be kind of like the perfect way to celebrate the month. At my church, well, I don't really go to church that much anymore, but I used to go to church every weekend with my mom, and we would do birthday cakes every month for celebrating new birthdays in the church. That was one of my favorite things though, because I thought it was a great nod to everybody. Like, it kind of brought our community together. I love birthdays. They're one of my favorite things to celebrate. Because can you imagine, like, that's another year together. That's another year of memories. You've done so much to change and grow. It's like a celebration period for that too. And I like that every year there's new faces. Sometimes it's new faces, sometimes it's old faces, sometimes they're faces that you haven't seen or won't see. I kind of like that because it's like a document of what kind of changes I've made in my life, good and bad. I make a lot of choices, and so it's kind of like the best way to celebrate a year-round trip. I need to know what would be the best character design for a video game. I want to design the perfect game character for my project. Oh, you're designing a video game? That's so cool. Wait, what is your video game about? I think that would depend. Aya! Hi, Aya! Hi, cutie! Oh my gosh, Aya, hi! How are you? Aya! If you guys don't know Aya, she is an absolute cutie, Citrus Oni, and I actually drew one of my commissions for her as well. If you guys didn't see it, she is the Citrus Oni that I drew for her reveal. I don't know if I have it on this computer. Is it on this PC or the other one? I want to show it, but if I can't, then I can at least show it because it was in my art raffle. Yes, so this lovely lady on the right is Aya. She just revealed her 2.0 design and it looks amazing. I love the influence that she put into it from her own culture too. See, that's what I was hoping to do with Miri, but I didn't really do too much with like my own culture other than the dalmegi. Welcome back, baby girl. Thank you! Thank you, thank you! It's good to be back. I've been a little bit like out of it lately, but there's something about being back in streamer mode. I can't stay away for too long. Yeah. We gotta... Oh, man. I miss our art hangouts, too. You did so good. Please, no! You had a great design for me to work with, and it made everything easier. Very wah-wah-wee-wah. That's your design, girl. Your design is wah-wah-wee-wah. It's got me humana. Yes. Something like Genshin, Dark Souls, and some more inspirations, like a free world game. I love free world games. It kind of like, I haven't played either of these games, but I like the feel of like Legends Arceus and Zelda, like the open world type games. So I think that sounds amazing. Definitely a lot of flowy elements would look really good on the overworld, just so you can see those in real time. But I'm trying to think what would be good. I think that depends on the type of feeling, because you did say definitely more like Dark Souls and Genshin, so probably some kind of battle mechanic would be good too. Ooh, so magic maybe? When you get time, we should definitely do some art collabs again. I miss our art collabs when we had a new people, you and me, doing art collabs at the same time. Like working on art together. It wasn't even just like anything specific, but just being together doing art. I'm definitely... Art streams are probably one of my favorites, purely because it's something where I can invite people to draw with me and get ideas flowing. It's just the best way to hang out with people, and I like hanging out. Wow. I'm so down. When? I know you just moved too, so you need some time to get settled, but I am very much looking forward to us hanging. My compile? You're telling me I still got so many to do. That's actually, Shen is my next comm after this one. So Shen will be my next comm, and then afterwards is Ace. I'm trying to remember. Ace, and I know Kieran wanted to calm me too at some point. Dreamer! Oh my god, you're here? On YouTube, gracing my stream. Hello, brother. Hi! Hey, yo. The big boy. Yes, the cosmic bear. He's gonna be the big boy. I'm really nervous for that one, can I say? Like, there's some people where when you get comms from them, you really want it to be good. That's like every comm, but some people, especially like friends, you're like, oh, I need to make sure it's really good. That's one that I'm like really nervous for. Partially because I know Shen has really good, like, it's really good taste, but I don't know how to put it. It's like he's very direct with what he doesn't like and what he does like, which makes it easier for adjusting. But it makes me nervous as like the Asian dad, you know? I'm like, I want to make Asian dad proud. Here in the YouTubes, here in the flesh. How have you been? Draymore, it's been so long and yet I still cannot arara. You still have to teach me. Everyone has failed. Everyone's tried but failed with teaching me the arara. Oi. I still want to learn though. Rolling my R's is so difficult. I don't know how some people do it so easy. Oi. There we go. I'll have to adjust this line weight here, clean this up. Oi. I think that I want to do more art streams, probably not just to catch up with art, but that might be my thing on the YouTube now. I'll probably post some speed paints or speed draws and see what happens there. There was a post that Toki showed me that had to do with someone who was getting dunked on Twitter, which, you know, what else is new, but it was about like art that looked like AI that they were just like erasing. So basically they had a white screen and they were like, this is how I draw art, and they just erased around the picture to show like a picture underneath. I didn't know it was AI art, but I was just kind of like, oh, that could be a good transition. But I think I could still do that with transition reveals for like shorts. I'm good, señorita. What about you? Yo también bien. Yo también bien. I need to practice Spanish. Teach me that too, please. Yo me gusta español, pero no hablo español, pero un poquito. Un poquito de español. I had a collab where I had to speak in Korean and a little bit of Japanese, but it was broken. So every time I was talking to people, it was like half Korean, half Japanese, half English, all in one sentence. Close enough. It's not very good, is it? I'll need to practice. Please teach me in the future, though. I will definitely need the practice. If I can get better at Spanish, there's a lot of people Spanish speaking, including Jay Murray, including you, that I would love to collab with. Yo también estoy bien. Yeah! You did it! That's the word I was missing. Estoy. Yo estoy bien. Yo trabajando en español, pero no me gusta inglés. Inglés difícil. Español difícil. Did I tell you like the first time that someone ever came to my channel in Twitch and asked me to speak in Spanish? Like, I didn't realize that when people drew an Enya, and I say it's an Enya, it's the N with the tilde over top, that means that they're asking if they can speak in Spanish. I had no idea that was a thing. So when someone came into my channel and asked with an Enya, I was like, Enya. Nya? Like, I thought they were asking me to do nya like a cat. I didn't know the difference though. It seemed like the same thing because that's just how I pronounced it. And I just was like, I don't know what this is asking me to do. And they left because they were like, Enya. And I was like, I don't understand. Meow. So like the N sounds like nya, like mañana. Like, I just thought it was a cat. I thought they were asking me to be like sound like a cat. That was when I was doing Friday Night Funkin'. And nya. See, doesn't it sound like a cat? No? It's just me? I don't know. I need to practice Spanish clearly. It's okay. I'll get better. But yeah, this is why I definitely need Spanish lessons. I'm sure you would be a better teacher than Duolingo because that owl has not taught me shit. I don't know if Duolingo actually works for anybody, but I feel like the Duolingo never taught me anything. I want to do eventually. Wouldn't it be great to have a stream with other multicultural people teaching each other's language in one stream? It sounds like a Miri cat. It's a Miri cat. It's, oh my gosh, what if What if it's an Miri cat where it's like a Miri cat? So it's like it's me as a cat, but with like an American themed bandana. I think of the American guy from Yu-Gi-Oh with the bandana over his head, but instead it'd be wrapped around my collar. It's a Miri cat. No. In Valenciano, the enya is nya. Nya. Like like Espanol montaña, Valenciano montaña. Montaña. Oh, so it is kind of like, it does sound like a nya sound. Cause I only think of it as sounding like the Japanese way for like a cat sound. It's like it's different than meow. Like Americans would go meow. I think, is Koreans sound like gururu? Gururu. I forget how Koreans do for cat sound. So rather than a meerkat, it would be a meerkat. Yes! Excuse me. It would be a meerkat. I would be a Korean Americat though, because it would be like Koreano. It would be American Korean, just like me, for real, for real. Once I draw this flower though, the flats are done. Ooh, very quick. I knew it would get done really fast. I really thought it would take a little bit longer though. Wow. Wow. I really hope all my comms go this way though. My next comm is a full body commission, which I haven't done a full body since Aya's commission. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see how it goes. I've been doing bust ups because I feel they don't take as much time. So I can get it done more efficiently where I can add more people who are interested in commissioning to the list, especially if I want to do some more raffles. I wasn't expecting Twitter to go off like that, because like when I put out the post initially this morning, it was just a handful of likes and retweets. So for those who don't know, I am hosting a art giveaway or an art raffle on my Twitter for a bust up. I'm thinking about adding another just because I've hit past 1600 when it was supposed to be a 1.5k celebration for Twitch. I didn't know that I would hit it that quickly, so I'm like nervous. I'm like, I didn't plan anything for 1.6 because I didn't think I would hit it that fast. So I'm thinking about just adding another winner. But if I do that, it might take me longer to get to the commissions, or not the commissions, the raffle winners, because I still have the commissions left. But it's okay. The raffle is still going on until what's it called? It's still going on until the end of August, so I'm hoping to give plenty of people time to join in. You're so chill, my new favorite VTuber. No, thank you! Thank you so much! That's such a... I'm blushing. That's such an honor. I really appreciate that. I just like hanging out, you know? I think that it's great when I can just hang out and chill with people. I want to provide that vibe for everybody to just, you know, relax together. Everybody works so hard during the day that I think everybody deserves a little time to just feel chill and not have to worry about anything. And that's what I want my space to be. So if you feel like that, that's already like a huge relief for me. I was really worried that I would come off super nervous since I hadn't been streaming in a while, as I said before, but it's really washed away a lot of my fears, a lot of my concerns just being here with you guys. So it's you guys who are making this a great thing, like a great experience. So I really appreciate it. You guys are what mean the most here for creating that type of atmosphere. You do incredible work. I'm not surprised a ton of people would be interested. You're too sweet to me, Bear. I'm still mad though. I need to play that game again with you and Mocha. That game was so fun. I forget what it's called. Incognito? I want redemption. I stalled my way past the 15-minute mark. I want redemption for that spy round. That would be such a fun game to play again. I'm gonna give you guys hearts too. You guys, I can't. My heart. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna work really hard, and I'm gonna figure out something to make this a good experience for transitioning over to YouTube. I really want to put more work into my content, so expect things to ramp up starting in August, for real. Just a few short weeks away, and we'll be there. Wait, should I do some flats? I was planning to stop after doing line art, but then I finished line art a lot faster than I thought I would. There are still some smaller details I need to get to, so let me add those in real quick first. So let's add the pins here. I love I love men in suits or uniforms. It just looks so clean. Is that just me? It feels very uniformed and tailored. Undercover, I believe, was the name of it. You definitely tried your best. I did try. How was I supposed to know? I don't know anything about Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings. I feel like that's eventually gonna be something I watch in Discord for like a YouTube watch party at some point. Some point I need to watch The Hobbit and what's it called? Wah! I need to watch Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. I feel like that fucked me up. I love men. I do. I'm an equal opportunist though. I love women too. Women have some nice assets. Han! Hi Han! Ayo, who this, who that? Is that a YouTube Hans? Welcome in, Han. We're doing some commission work, some art commission work. Yes. I like men in suits. I think suits, like, I've never played Genshin except for like up to the tutorial. I finished the tutorial, did my first rolls, and I closed Genshin. This has happened twice because I don't trust me with gachas. And so once I got back into it, I was like, I really like Zhongli. Fucking outfit. And then I never touched it because I was like, once I start, I know I'm never gonna stop. And then I saw Danheng, I think, was it someone in Honkai that had like a suit, and I was like, damn, I really love men in suits. It almost got me back into gachas again. I need to stop looking at really hot men and really hot women in these games, because Nikke also almost got me too. They have some really cute girls. You'll have to go on a full enculturation montage thing before the next time. Wait, what's that? Wondered where you'd gone to? I've been gone on vacation. I spent 3 weeks on vacation, and then after that I just kind of like kaputted for a while because I've been stuck trying to figure out how to do what's it called? I've been stuck trying to figure out housing because my landlords are kicking me out of my apartment soon, and it's not a bad thing. Like, they need to do renovations. But because they need to do renovations, I cannot live there, unfortunately. They did offer me an upstairs room. Like I said, I have a great relationship with my landlords, but it's just one of those things where, unfortunately, it's just timing. So I decided to move. I'm just trying to figure out where to move. And because of that, my streams might be just guerrilla streams until I can figure that stuff out, because it has been really stressful. But I do have some content planned, so for now I guess I'm gonna revert back to being a VTweeter, and I'll stream guerrilla whenever I can, because I do want to still maintain and hang out with you guys when I get the chance, tell you guys what's been happening. Beast Wong Miwi, I don't lift, I don't work out anymore. How do I be strong when I am so weak? I have literally a whole thing of protein powder that's still sitting there because I have not worked out in ages. I think the last time I worked out was maybe 2 months ago. 2 or 3 months ago. By the way, this is my favorite tool. When you set the line art as the reference layer, you can go in and just literally erase around everything. This is literally my lifesaver. It was a friend that showed me how to do this, and it just makes cleanup so easy. If you're doing art, you need to have this tool if you do like line art stuff. I know some people don't really do line art, but if you do, this has been the time saver of my life. There are still things that you'll have to clean up around, so you'll need your regular brush or eraser tool to clean up some areas that don't automatically go. But how quick is that? I'm gonna probably also add... Is that the Dragon VTuber? VTuber, dude! I know I gone for a while. Do I have that name already? Hi! Oh my goodness, why am I the VTuber 누나? 근데 나는 괜찮은데. 누나 아니고 am I 아줌마 now? I feel so ancient now. It feels like I'm still late in catching up with a lot of like trends. People have done so much content creation that I've been dying to get back into, but now I'm back and I don't even know where to start. You'll have to just lift Latte if you can't make it to the gym. He's fat now. He's supposed to be at max like 11 to 13 pounds, 10 to 13 pounds. He's like 12 pounds now. He's getting so heavy. I am the VTuber wagon. Latte, if you guys don't know, is my little pet doggo, which you see hanging out right beside me here. He is my favorite little boy, and he is an absolute menace. But right now, after taking him out to the dog park, he's blasted on my bed. He's all tuckered out. It's great. This is like my favorite version of Latte, just tuckered out on the couch. Oh, did I tell you? I had to toss out my couch too. My dog, he hid under the couch so many times that I didn't realize what he was doing until it was too late. He's been eating out the bottom of my couch. My couch has a hole. Is that fat or pretty? Hot and tasty. Sets up for the big girl, big bonus, sexy, fit girl. Latte about to be renamed Meatloaf. He really is. He ate like a loaf of my couch. My couch, when I sat in it, was caving in, and I thought it was my fat ass. It wasn't my butt. It was caving in because he ate out the inside of my couch. We tossed out my couch because of that, though. This is the hair layer. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to do it. So before I do this hair layer, I always do a base layer of just a random color. So let me do that real quick first. And after the base layer, we might call it for a little bit. There we go. So let me do a base layer. I should have kept the mic on a separate layer, actually. Can I go back? How far back can I go? I'm not too upset about going back right now because it's just the start. Okay, yeah, this is good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna copy what I did on this bottom layer and then delete it here and merge that down.
Valdis Fox is now following.
Thank you for the follow, Valdis Fox. I didn't hear who it was, so I might have said that wrong. I apologize. I don't see any updates to my feed, so that's why I'm struggling a little bit. Sorry about that. He's gotten to be a big boy from woofer to woofer. He's like gone from woof to woof. Oh shoot. Oh, I see it now. Ah. I can't tell which one is the most recent though. 114 QQ14. Cute. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the chicken fam. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me see. Okay, everything is on one layer. That's perfect. So let's put this as line art. And then we're gonna close off anything that isn't closed here. After we make the base, I'll probably call it there for now, just so that I can get... It's a subby now, Miri? Oh yeah, it's a subby! Man, I'm still in Twitch lingo talk. I can't help it. I'm so used to Twitch lingo. It's never gonna leave me. I told you, you guys are never gonna leave me. This is just what I'm used to now. It's still the same. It's just a different place. It's like, you know where they say home is where the heart is? Well, you guys are kind of like that, right? You guys are kind of what created my channel and made me, like, you guys made me a home, a safe space to go to. So you guys are kind of like the heart. Home is where the heart is. You guys are where the heart is. Wow. That sounds super cheesy. I'm so sorry. Don't cringe at me. Close this off here. So what I'm doing now is basically just trying to close whatever is open on the line art layer. So that way when I fill it in, it won't create an empty void. So if I take away the mic, for example, you can see that it still fills in where the gaps are here for the hand. Oi. Let's put the... Is this... Oh, okay. So then I just need to fill this in. And get that together. Yeah! I cringed. Shut up! Your swim is the highlight of my evening. Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! It's been the highlight just to be back, honestly. I was really nervous. You know that feeling of when you've been gone for a while and you're like, does anybody even remember if I'm still here? That's like exactly how I felt. I was like, does anybody even remember me? I was nervous, but I feel less nervous now that I'm back at it. It feels just like home now. So I'm really glad to be back. I was so nervous though. Let's get that. I'm gonna close this off here. Should I do a little PDF with the game designs? You should! Absolutely. I think that's a great way to align your ideas together. I also like the idea of if you're not sure about your character design yet, this is something I do for myself too. Try making a mood board on Pinterest. I always like to gather my ideas all together in one place because then I can refer back to it. Plus, if I have anybody else working on projects together with me, they'll have an easy reference for what kind of theme I'm going for. That's like my mini recommendation. But you do what works best because you know yourself best. Let's do this as a base. I'm gonna actually put this above the line art layer and then make this a base and also make a folder. So this folder is gonna be Miles. And we'll put the line art and base layer inside. And for the base layer, I always choose a color that isn't existing on the model itself. So I'm gonna choose green. And we're just gonna do something very easy. So I'm gonna take away the mic real quick. I'm gonna select everything outside of the mic. And we'll expand the selected area by like 2. And then we'll invert. There we go. And now you can just use the fill tool on the base. What? See? Easy. There we go. Latte. Borf. Borf, borf. 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 All right, let's go ahead and do just a little bit of flat coloring, and I think after we flat, I should be pretty good to go there. So let's do a clipping layer. So once again, we're gonna take the color of his hair, and we're just gonna fill that in. So this is another trick with clipping tools. You can just clip right inside. There we go. Makes it very easy. Borf. Borf, borf, borf. Borf. Latte! The reason why he's borfing is because he saw a squirrel, and he is a vehement squirrel speciest. He is a speciest and he does not like squirrels. Ah! So when he saw that there was a squirrel nest right above my door, because I live in a basement, so there's like a little bit of like a space above my door for like shielding from the rain. A squirrel made a nest there, and he knows, so he makes it his job to tell me every time he can when he hears the squirrel outside. So now it's my problem. Grrr. 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 Burf. I'm glad he's trying to protect my space, but also, I don't think I need protection from a squirrel. Can you imagine? Actually, isn't there that one super villain that got beat up by a squirrel? Like, I think I read somewhere that Thanos or someone like Thanos got beat up by like a squirrel girl. I think that's canon. That's his canon event. We're chickens in the basement? Always. How else am I gonna get sustenance? How many dogs do you have? I have 3. What kind of dogs? I love dogs. So this is a Havanese. He's my Havanese puppy. I've had him he's about 1 year old now. But I've had him since the start of my channel, basically, because he was born around May 12th, May 16th. And that's about the time when I started streaming on Twitch. He's literally as old as my channel. So whenever I celebrate like streaming anniversaries, his birthday is literally my streaming anniversary. Isn't that great? That's why I think instead of celebrating my streaming anniversary, which I know is an accomplishment in itself, but I kind of like celebrating it with Latte's birthday. Hello there, Weather Dragon Friend. Hello there, Storm Dragon Friend. Hi, welcome. I loved your design. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a brother. That's a brother there. See. Thanos got squirrel snacked. That's so funny. Squirrels are really menaces though, aren't they? They're really cute. And I have a favorite of the squirrels. Like, I really like the black squirrels. But they're absolute menaces. Blah. Let's make this hair, and then we'll make a bottom layer for skin. Latte's birthday. Yes, we just celebrated Latte's birthday a short while ago. I actually still have cake mix, so maybe during my birthday, he can celebrate with me by having some cake mix too. Maybe that'll be nice, right? Wouldn't that upset... Do you think that'll upset his stomach too much? Nah, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. I made ice cream for him, but he took so long to eat it that I felt like it was getting bad, so I threw it away, even though it was just water and mixed with whatever powder they had in the box. But I didn't feel confident in it, so I threw it away. It makes me nervous when things reconstitute with water. I don't know why that is, but it feels like an MRE, and it just feels wrong somehow to give that to my dog. Ick. Maybe I should try it. I thought about trying it. It's supposed to be like vanilla flavored or confetti flavored is what it said. I'm kind of curious. I wish I took just a little lick just so that I knew what it tasted like. It wouldn't be bad, right? People won't clown on me for eating dog food if it's literally just water, right? He can have a little as a treat. On my birthday, he'll have a little bit to celebrate with me. Wee. Okay, and he has also skin here, so let's add that here. We got pretty far though in this session. I thought we were gonna take way longer to get here. So let's erase there. Confetti has a flavor? It's like vanilla, isn't it? I don't know, what does rainbow taste like? I don't know. I've had rainbow flavored things, but that could be different. You're so right, actually, now that I think of it, because they have like rainbow sherbet too. And rainbow sherbet definitely doesn't taste like confetti. Oi. I like rainbow sherbet though, because it's one of those flavors that tastes really refreshing on a hot day. I like things that are sour. Is that wrong? Skittles, yes, Skittles. Skittles are so good. I think the worst prank I ever saw someone do had to do with Skittles though, like mixing them in with M&Ms. You can be sure that nobody took it. Oi. I like M&Ms though. I think I like M&Ms more than Skittles. If it's sour Skittles though, I'll take sour Skittles over M&Ms. Wee. There we go. And then let's get the darker palette here for the vest. And I think for the vest, that'll go clearly over the skin. Let's put that here. I usually work in layers, but I kind of went out of order this time just because I've kind of been goofing around a little. I've been goofing around a little. So it's a little out of order than my usual style, but that's okay. National Ice Cream Day was July 6th. What? I missed out on National Ice Cream Day? That's actually my favorite though. And some places will give you free ice cream if you go on National Ice Cream Day. Ah, fuck. It was literally yesterday. This is the worst timeline. This is the worst timeline. If I could choose a flavor that I would go, oh. Cold Stone Creamery has some good ice cream, but I usually am a Baskin Robbins girl. So when I go to Baskin Robbins, I usually get world-class chocolate or the gold medal ribbon. I love things that are super sweet sometimes, but if I could choose one, let's see. I'm trying to think really hard on this as if it's like the last flavor I'll eat. I think I would choose gold medal ribbon because it has the variety of flavors, but then you also get the ribbons of caramel. And I actually really like caramel. It's a little sticky, but it's not too bad as long as you eat it all in one bite. I don't like things that are super sticky. Your design is super cool and cute at the same time. I'm so sorry I missed it initially, Region. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really want to get a dragon design just like you had for yours. I really like the artist that you chose too. It really suits your design so well. Talon, hi! I had Dr. Pepper ice cream. Dr. Pepper is my favorite soda. I don't know if I would like it in ice cream form. Was it fizzy? Like, I imagine like Dippin' Dots for some reason. Hi, Talon! How are you? I'm here. I made it onto YouTube and my famous now. I'm just kidding. Ah! It's so weird to be on YouTube now. The interface is just slightly different than Twitch, so it feels a little odd to be on here compared to Twitch. I wish I had like redeems and stuff for you guys too, just like Twitch has, but I'm sure that YouTube will do that eventually, to be honest. Dr. Pepper ice cream is good, would recommend. Really? Does it taste just like Dr. Pepper? Is it like more sorbet-like, or is it more like ice cream-like? Video editing as hell? That's fair. Wait, what are you editing? Is it the music video? If it's the music video, I'm wishing you luck. If it's not, then I wish you luck in general because editing is hell. That's why I don't do a lot of editing. It's what I was most nervous about initially when switching over to YouTube because I knew that there would be more editing involved since it's more pre-made content. Let's have the gray of the shirt here. And we're gonna put that underneath. You're playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders? Are you really? I miss the chicken sprites walking across the stream. I do too. Wait, I wonder if I can add that. Maybe I'll see if I can add that. I don't know if it's possible with I don't know if it's possible with this with YouTube or not. I'll have to look into it, but I wouldn't be opposed to adding them back in. My friend ate dog kibble on stream? Oh no! Wait, dog kibble. Was it palatable? Is it good? I think I would rather eat dog kibble than wet dog food. Because wet dog food is another ballpark since you have to smell it too. And part of tasting is smelling, and I feel like that would make it an awful experience. If you could taste it, I think that would be awful. Ugh. Then again, I talked about possibly having my dog's cake, so maybe I'm not one to talk. Maybe I am the wrong person to refer to for this. Dr. Pepper ice cream tastes like if you made a float with Dr. Pepper and then froze it again. Ooh, I would love that actually. I think that's why I don't really mind. People were clowning on, what's it? Pepis? Like Pepsi milk Pilk? They were clowning on Pilk, but Pilk honestly wasn't bad. Pilk just kind of tasted like a melted ice cream float. Is that weird? Like, I actually think Pilk doesn't taste that bad. I wouldn't go out of my way to drink it, but if someone gave it to me and I didn't know what it was, I probably would be okay drinking it. I don't think Pilk tastes actually that bad at all. Like I said, I wouldn't go out of my way to drink it though. It's a consistency thing. It's mostly a problem when the milk curdles. I think when the milk curdles, that's when it gets into bleh territory. Let's put the gloves on another layer. All right. We're already almost done with the flats here. We could potentially get this done in one night, but I'll probably finish it off screen. There we go. Erase this. And then we'll also add Oi, I forgot. This is the watch. No, Miri a pilk advocate. I see. It's not that. Okay, it's not as egregious as people who like pineapple on pizza. But I'm just saying, as a drink, if it was well mixed together and it wasn't like curdling, it's actually not bad of flavor. It really just tastes like melted ice cream and Dr. Pepper. It's not that bad. Or Pepsi. I prefer Dr. Pepper, honestly. Imagine like a Dr. Pepper cream soda with like ice cream and it just melted. Like, that's not terrible, I would say. I'm actually gonna make this vest a little bit deeper in color. So we're gonna control U and make this a little bit darker. Up the saturation a little. Nah. We'll keep the saturation about the same. I think that looks good. Pineapple on pizza slander? Yeah! Wait, you like pineapple on pizza? No! I feel like that's egregious. Unless you have like pork on it, like I guess ham on it with, or some pork slices, something like that wouldn't be as bad because pork and pineapple kind of go together. But I don't, not on my pizza, not with my cheese and my breads, no. I would not. I think for me, if I had to choose something, I would probably choose, actually no, there's so many things I would not choose on top of my pizza. I think something kind of weird that I would put on my pizza is probably like broccoli, but I wouldn't go too crazy other than that. I don't like broccoli per se on my pizza, but it would be more tolerable to me than than pineapple. What's next? You put milk before cereal? No, I'm not that kind of crazy. Man, I put cereal before my milk, but having pizza with pineapple? Mm-mm. That's slander to me. That's slander to me, sir. Pineapple on pizza slander is a thing. Shot of pilk would be a good punishment option for a wheel spin during my debut. You should do it. It's really not that bad. I really feel like you'll find that it's just okay. It's like mid. I really don't think you'll have too much trouble with it. It's like a... I think the thing that I would like to see on people's spin the wheel is the smiles. It is! I think if I was to see people's spin the wheel, it would be... I would keep an eye out for people who have giggles. Do you guys know what a giggle is? A giggle is a... If we're talking about weird food combinations, I know there's someone who does weird food combinations here on YouTube. I need to find that channel again. But there is a thing called a giggle, which is a pickle that's been hollowed out and has gushers stuffed inside of it. And thus you have a giggle. Wait, why? You said you were looking for punishments. That would be a perfect punishment. I'm just helping you with your wheel of punishments. If you want a real challenge, I think that would be the way to go. I'd have some respect because I think I've only seen one person do the giggle and successfully eat a giggle, and it was Amalia. She had it for like a punishment, and she of course hated it, but it was really funny. Wait, you hate gushers? Gushers are so good. The blue gushers were my favorite. Gushers are amazing. Wait, what if you had a giggle, but you've hollowed it out and only put green gushers inside? So when you ate it through it, it just had the gush of like green gush. Wait, no, that's amazing though. That idea, if it's like a sour gusher with the sourness of the pickle, because it's still kind of sweet, right? Gushers are still somewhat sweet. I feel like sour and sweet, don't people do sour sweet already? For example, like sweet and sour chicken. Would that really be bad? I've never had a giggle, but it makes me question if that combination would work. I've heard of a hollowed out pineapple as bowl and fried rice inside. Thai pineapple fried rice. Yeah, see? I feel like that works. It's savory, sweet, and sour. A gecko doesn't sound bad when I put it that way. I hate that it gushes stuff in your mouth. Okay, you're making it sound disgusting when you put it that way. But when you consider, I feel like if you had a sweet and sour chicken, maybe like substituting ingredients like gusher, like a gusher inside over the chicken, that doesn't sound as bad. It's just the sweetness, I think. But there's already sweet and sour chicken. I feel like that can't be too bad. I don't know. Am I crazy? It doesn't sound the worst. Like a sweet and sour chicken, but with gushers. I think that could work, actually. We're gonna put this as a layer for a watch. Am I wrong, though? Wait. It sounds gross when you put it that way, but I love gushers. They used to be my favorite in, like, my lunchbox. They had, like, fruit by the foot. They had, like, the... What else was there? What was that other thing? Oh, Sour Patch Kids ice cream? That sounds amazing. I think that would work best like a sorbet, though. Kind of like the rainbow sorbet. That actually sounds amazing. I would eat that. See, sour food just tastes good, but there's not a lot of applications for it outside of candy that I've seen. I like sour stuff, though. I think I tried something like, what's it called? It's like I had this fruit in the Philippines, and it's extra sour. It actually made my mouth pucker, and I've never had like a lot of fruits that could do that. I love those types of sour fruits, though. Watch, love. So let's do the ring center. Hi, Miri! Just stopping by since I'm still at work. I hope you're having a good day at work, Minty! Thank you for dropping by. Thank you, thank you. I'm almost done with the flats for this, so I'm very surprised how quickly it's gone, but conversing I feel like makes things go by way faster. Don't you think? Sour stuff with desserts work well too. Yeah, see? I love sour desserts. Usually they're like tarts. I like tarts, like fruit tarts. I have a friend who works for a bakery, so whenever she visits eventually, or if I visit her, I'm definitely gonna ask her for some fruit tarts. I think the thing that I like best about fruit tarts is the tartness of the fruits, but also paired with the custard. Egg custards are also one of my favorite flavor profiles. They're just so smooth and you can just swallow. I was gonna put eat a dog biscuit on the wheel. Do it! Wait, do a greenie, because greenies are hard. Firewest, hi! Hello, welcome! Calamansi, the lime-looking skin and lemon-looking inside. No, but I do like calamansi. Calamansi is really good. Calamansi is very delicious. I have a friend who's growing a calamansi tree in South Carolina. Let me see. I need a red here. I do like calamansi. I forget what it's called. Let me take a look for it. Filipino fruits. Oh, Guyabano? I'll show you guys a picture. I had this when I visited the Philippines because my cousin is married to a Filipino woman. You know what's even more impressive about it was that, like, he doesn't speak a lick of Tagalog and she doesn't speak a lick of Korean, but they still married and had a kid together. They live with like a translator, so I guess you can find love anywhere. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, do you have a link to your Ko-fi comms on your Twitter? I couldn't find it. I do. I'm currently full on commissions at the moment, but I am gonna open up again once I finish my current batch. Oh no, I put the soursop on top of him. So this is the soursop. Let me grab my Ko-fi link real quick for you. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. It's gonna be right here if you guys would like to check out my Ko-fi for when I next open up commissions. Thank you. It's pretty simple too, so if you ever lose my... I love you too, Sune! Hi! Welcome! If you ever lose my Ko-fi link, it is ko-fi.com/Miri Mizuhiki, so it'll be the same at everywhere. I need to update my link tree, but I think I might change over to Wix or Card. Does anyone know where I might get a shot collar? Maybe Amazon? Sine, welcome! Thank you for coming! But, I'm almost done with this here. The last thing I really need to do is get the rose, which I'm gonna put over the vest here. Rose. And isn't it funny? Like, I would think that people want to treat their streamers well, but then the streams that I feel like do really well, at least for my channel, are always the ones where I'm suffering. It's always the ones like the dog shot color or trying to figure out what punishments to do next. Some punishments are actually not bad though. Not to say that I enjoy punishment, but like the spicy noodle challenge. I actually really enjoy spicy noodles, like the bulldog ramen. My favorite flavor is the curry flavor. It goes really well with like if you have cheese on hand, like the carbonara one with a slab of mozzarella. So you get that nice cheese pull. Actually amazing. Chef's kiss. I saw you were live and forgot you moved to YouTube. I'm so happy for you. Thank you! It's been a big change. It's very different from what I'm used to working with, but I'm actually finding it's not too bad once you hit start. It's really just getting started that feels really difficult. My friend wants me to wax part of your leg. Do you have a beard? I think it's funnier when I watched a YouTube video, no, a TikTok video, and the guy waxed his beard off his face. I would love to see that. I'm equally as sadistic as I am not the other way. Let me see. Don't forget to hydrate if you haven't yet, guys. I almost totally forgot. I haven't taken a lick of water, not since the start. I forgot, because I don't have hydrate redeems anymore here. I'm so used to just having chat remind me to drink water. I have to monitor myself now. I forgot. So my voice has been like a little hoarse because I've been talking. The air is really dry here. I've been lighting a candle in my room. It's like a cinnamon. It's like a sparkling cinnamon, I think it says. I'm using up all my old candles so that I can use the ones that I actually want to use. Because the ones that I like are from this place called Manly Indulgence. And they're a brand that uses, what's it called? It uses men's cologne, basically, as the base of the scent. I also like another place called Otaku Scents, which uses like scents based off of characters. So I like Howl's Moving Castle. The Howl scent was really good too. Eyelash. Let's put that here. Okay, and this is almost done here. I think the last thing I want to show you guys is when I work on the eyes. My favorite part is working on the eyes of these, so you guys can see my process for that. And then I swear I'll be done. There we go. Clean this up here. Yes, there we go. Please not my beard, but I feel like that'll be really funny. If you're looking for content. It was really funny watching the TikTok with the guy doing it, because holy, his beard was pretty full too. You know you have to, but you're aware, like, right? You have to shave it down a little bit. Not shave it, but per se, but like cut it down really short and then wax. That'll take off the hairs a lot more evenly and it'll be easier than just going full at it. Please make sure you do that. Skin, eyelash, eye white. So let's do that. I never choose a fully white color because when you do that, then it doesn't leave room for highlights. So I always choose like a slightly grayish or gray-blue color. This time I just matched the shirt because I want people to recognize that the shirt is white too. I'm gonna be in my 2D model though. Don't worry, you could always do like a half cam or something. Have you seen like those people who do like the hand cams where they have their 2D model and then their hand in front of it? It would just be like the half cam where it's just like up to your mouth maybe. Push the boundaries. I'm gonna go back to the eyes in a second, and we're gonna just do the eyebrow real quick. Wait. I'm just kidding though, but you don't have to do it. I was just thinking that'd be really funny. What other punishments are there? I'm trying to think what else would be good. Wait, let's move the sketch upwards. Just so that I can see that with the eyes. So I know where I'm gonna place the eyes. Alright, let's get the eye color in now. And he has very strong, like, blue eyes. I think what I want to do with this picture is I'm gonna probably make one version black and white with just pops of color with like the red of the tie and the blue of the eyes. And then I'll do another version with the regular shading on. So there will be a little bit of color variation for his picture. Let's see. We got some eyes that are like a light bluish color. So let's do the base first. Dun 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 da 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 dun 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 dun. There we go. Okay. And then let's choose the darker color here. I like softer edges, so I'm going for more of the soft airbrush effect on the outside ring to help emphasize the eye. But the eye itself is like an icy blue color. I could have sworn it was more like not navy, but like a skyish blue color. But I see the eye color is a little bit more depth this way. There we go. Okay. And then we're gonna color this cross. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. All right. We're almost there. I'm actually going to add a little bit more of the blue in. Just at the top. There we go. All right. Let's do a round mixing brush. Gonna go a little bit deeper and do more of a hollow here. Okay. He has like a little bit of like this limbo ring. What do you call it? Like a little bit of the light color around his eye. Like the central eye. So I'm gonna try to imitate that by going just around the edges here, just very slightly. There we go. Same on this side. And then we can also do like almost like a stark black right in the center. I'm getting back into rigging and I forgot how tiring it can be. I remember when you used to pump it out within like days. You pumped out this model in one day. Like I think it was like a 4 to 6 hour stream. I know that you're gonna get back on it like a bike. You are crazy talented. I can believe that. It'll be like no time for you. Just make sure you give yourself time, be kind to yourself, and it will come. Hee. You're super talented. Sune is probably one of the most talented people I've seen. Like, she absorbs information like a sponge. And she's always learning something different. Like, she's always have her hands in something. I rigged for 6 hours straight. Ugh, it was so long. Oh, I would need a break. Wait, okay. Let's do another layer for glow. And this is color dodge layer. Eye glow. We're gonna do more of like a bluish color. You're more No! No. You're super talented. I'm always super inspired by whatever you're working on because you're always trying something different. I think that's what I admire a lot in people too. When they make efforts to try something new, seeing people try a new hobby, a new idea, I think that's the coolest thing. That's why we're able to see so much improvement in the VTuber community for stuff like rigging, art, even some ideas for assets and other stuff too. Content creation is crazy. The thing that people are able to imagine. I want to get to that level too. I usually save the eye white stage till later, but I'm just gonna add it here real quick. So eye white. So let's do... I'm gonna do this lighter color here. Oh, almost like a complete stark white. Let's do something smaller. Something like that. It really pops the eyes out, no? I can't wait to add the like skin and eye makeup and stuff, but I think this is where I'll be happy to stop. Let me add like one thing. I know I just keep going like, let me add one. I think my food is here, yay. Get some food! I hope you have a good time, Sune. Get some dinners, you deserve it. Take a break once in a while. Gonna work yourselves to the bone. I need to make sure there's some of you left. Let me see. Let's do a gradient. I always like to do a gradient to see how things look. Let's go more like a little bit brighter. Or maybe like this. Something like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then I'm gonna put words in the background for the cover of song here. So I think this is where I'm happy with stopping for now. All right, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you everybody for coming to stream today. I'm sorry it is on the shorter side, but I am really happy to be back into the swing of things. So if you do follow my Twitter, make sure you do follow me there because I will be posting the finished product there. And I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining me today and welcoming me back. It means so much to me. It's gorgeous how much you managed to make his eyes just pop. Incredible stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you guys so much, and remember to be kind to each other. I will see you guys soon, okay? Have a great week. If I don't see you soon, then make sure you take care of yourselves. I love you guys. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Bye.